Welcome to Seeing Green Solutions for Our Daily Lives, the podcast where we spotlight the brands, ideas, and people making it easier to live sustainably every day. Today's episode is part of our Spotlight series, a deep dive into one of our Seeing Green Solutionists of the day. And now, today's solution.
Welcome to the Seeing Green Spotlight series. This is where we take a closer look at the Seeing Green Solutionists of the day and, the answers they bring to help us all live healthier, greener lives.
Exactly.
So today we're doing a deep dive into the really dynamic world of electric mobility and our spotlight. It's shining brightly on EVgo. They're an e-mobility enabler, really dedicated to accelerating electric vehicle adoption and, crucially, making sustainable charging a reality.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack this exciting transition, which is sometimes, let's be honest, a bit complex. We'll explore the challenges it still faces and see exactly how EVgo is creating real-world solutions right now.
It's such a critical moment for this whole industry, isn't it? And EVgo's mission, it's not just about building charging stations. It's really out systematically speeding up the mass adoption of EVs.
Right.
By building a fast charging network that's, convenient, reliable, and also genuinely affordable for pretty much everyone.
Affordable is key.
Absolutely. And when you connect that to the bigger picture, it's a fundamental step towards, a lower carbon future, reducing our collective environmental footprint and just making sustainable living more attainable.
And it really does promise to be an exciting future. When we talk about shifting to electric mobility, it's easy to just jump straight to the planet benefits, the climate stuff, cleaner air, fewer emissions.
Which are huge. Yeah.
Huge. Monumental wins, no question.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes we maybe overlook the sheer fun and innovation of actually driving an EV. I mean, we're talking vehicles with incredible speed, that instant torque.
Oh, yeah.
And a performance level that can honestly surprise you. Plus a quiet ride, all the tech inside. It's just a totally new driving experience. Also, I'd argue, superior.
Definitely different.
But for all that potential to really be unlocked,
Yeah.
For drivers to get that freedom of movement, the speed, ease, convenience, a really robust, accessible, fast-charging network is just essential.
Absolutely essential. And the why behind this whole societal shift, it's pretty layered beyond the driving dynamics you just described, which are great.
Yeah.
Widespread EV adoption links directly to that lower carbon future, more sustainable communities.
Right.
I mean, think about it. Every EV on the road, especially if it's powered by green energy, that's a significant step away from fossil fuels. It's not just about one car. It's a systemic shift. It impacts public health, energy independence, even the resilience of our power grids. It kind of empowers individuals to make choices that help their daily life and the planet.
Okay, so despite all that excitement, all the clear benefits, we do have to be real. There are still some, legitimate barriers, real friction points that can make drivers hesitate about switching to EVs.
For sure.
Maybe the biggest one, definitely the most talked about, is range anxiety.
The classic.
Yeah, that sort of nagging worry that your battery's going to run out before you find a charger.
Yeah.
It's a fear, right? Based on the unknown, maybe a lack of trust in the infrastructure.
Yeah, totally understandable.
And then beyond that specific worry, there's just the general issue of convenient access to charging, especially fast charging. Nobody wants to wait hours.
Right.
You want to feel confident you can top up quickly, whether you're on a long trip or just running errands around town. It really boils down to, not wanting to feel stranded or face big delays.
And this really brings up a crucial point for mass adoption. Why is removing this friction so incredibly critical? Because these aren't just minor annoyances.
Right.
They are significant psychological and practical hurdles. If we don't address them, they'll seriously limit how fast EV adoption happens.
Makes sense.
If we can't assure drivers that charging an EV will be as easy, maybe even easier than filling up a gas car, then all those huge environmental and experiential benefits, they stay out of reach for most people. We're talking reliability, accessibility, the actual speed of the charge, transparent payment. All these things are just paramount to overcoming those perceptions and really driving the transition. Without tackling these concerns head on, we risk stalling the momentum.
And that right there is exactly where our Seeing Green Solutionist of the day, EVgo, comes in. They really shine here. They are specifically tackling these challenges, turning those friction points into smoother experiences.
That's exactly right. EVgo's core mission is just laser focused on creating that convenient, reliable, and affordable EV fast charging network.
Okay.
They get that to really speed up mass adoption. The infrastructure underneath has to be as seamless and stress-free as possible for every driver, no matter the car or where they are.
Okay, so let's unpack that network then. What does it actually look like? How big are we talking?
Well, EVgo runs one of the largest public fast charging networks in the country. We're talking a pretty significant footprint.
Okay.
Over 1,100 public fast charging stations strategically placed across 40 states.
Wow, 40 states.
Yeah. But what's really impactful is the reach into people's daily lives. Get this. More than 40% of the entire U.S. population, that's over 145 million people,
No way.
lives within just 10 miles of an EVgo fast charger. So that scale isn't just a number. It directly translates into that freedom of movement we were talking about. It helps make range anxiety feel, well, a bit old-fashioned for a lot of people.
That is a huge footprint. And I guess compatibility must be absolutely crucial for drivers, right?
Yeah.
Especially with all the different EV models coming out.
Oh, it's totally non-negotiable.
Yeah.
EVgo chargers are designed for universal compatibility. They work with all fast charge capable EVs out there today, whatever the make or model.
Okay.
They use the industry standard CCS and CHAdeMO connectors. That's key because drivers just don't want to worry if their car will plug in.
Right.
And beyond that, they offer multiple pricing plans. So there's flexibility, whether you're a heavy user with a subscription or just dropping in occasionally and paying per session.
Right.
And ease of use. They've really boiled it down. It's basically a simple 3-step thing. Plug in, start your charge. You can use the EVgo app, an RFID card.
What's an RFID card again?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's just a small, tap-to-pay card or sometimes a little keychain fob. Makes it super quick.
Gotcha.
Or you can even just use a regular credit card. Then you charge up and you're ready to go. The EVgo app itself is pretty much a game changer.
How so?
It gives you real-time info on which chargers are available, lets you watch your charging session from your phone, see summaries, and it even has this feature called Auto Charge Plus Stay.
Auto Charge Plus Day.
Yeah, it's really clever. Once you set it up in the app with your car, you just plug in, and the charger automatically recognizes your car and starts the session, linked to your account. No app fiddling, no card tapping needed at that point.
What?
It really is almost as simple as plugging in your phone.
So it's not just about having a lot of chargers, but making them incredibly easy to find and use, removing all those little annoyances.
Precisely. And their strategy for where they put the chargers is another critical piece for enabling mass adoption.
Location.
Exactly. EVgo doesn't just drop chargers randomly. They plan the locations very carefully. They partner with leading businesses all over the U.S., big retailers, grocery stores, popular restaurants, shopping centers, even existing gas stations.
So places people already go.
Right. This puts localized, accessible charging not just on major highways for road trips, but also, importantly, in underserved communities where EV adoption might otherwise lag behind.
That's smart.
This integrated approach, it just removes friction by weaving charging into people's normal routines. You can charge while you shop, while you eat, run errands. It maximizes your time.
And they've been doing this for a while, right? They're not exactly new kids on the block.
Mm-hmm.
That experience must count for something.
Definitely not new. EVgo brings over 15 years of actual experience owning and operating one of the country's biggest public fast charging networks.
15 years, wow.
Yeah, that deep history makes them a genuine first mover, an industry leader in rolling out this kind of infrastructure. Their long-term relationships with car makers, site hosts, other key players, that's invaluable for navigating this constantly changing landscape and expanding effectively. They just understand the complexities, grid integrations, site selection, driver behavior, in a way newer players are often still figuring out.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting for me. Let's talk about some of the recent stuff, innovations, expansions that show how they're constantly adapting.
Yeah, definitely. And if we sort of connect this to the wider industry picture, there was recent news back in May 2025 that highlighted a pretty significant improvement in public EV charger performance overall, which was actually the first time we've seen such a clear positive trend in years.
That's good news.
It is. And EVgo's own charger utilization, for instance, hit 24% in the first quarter of that year. That's a big jump from just 9% 2 years before.
Okay, 9 to 24%. What does that really mean?
It means people are using them more, which suggests growing driver confidence, better reliability of the network itself. It's not just a statistic. It shows the system is working better.
Got it.
Then there was a major development announced in March 2025. General Motors, EVgo, and Pilot Company said they're expanding their fast charging networks together.
Pilot Company, like the truck stops.
Exactly, the travel centers.
Yeah.
They're installing what they're calling gas station-like DC fast chargers at over 130 locations across more than 25 states.
Gas station-like. Interesting phrasing.
Yeah, and I think that's deliberate. The goal is to make the charging experience feel familiar, convenient, basically replicating the ease of stopping for gas.
Makes sense.
And these are strategically placed on high-volume routes, directly tackling that long-haul range anxiety and making, cross-country EV trips much more practical.
Okay. Any other big partnerships?
Yes. Also in March 2025, EVgo, working with Toyota Motor North America, launched their first co-branded fast charging stations out in California, Baldwin Park, and Sacramento. This is part of Toyota's MPACT vision.
And what's special about those?
These stations feature incredibly high-power 350 kilowatt chargers.
350 kilowatts. That sounds fast.
It is. For perspective, that's among the fastest available today. For a lot of modern EVs, it can add well over 200 miles of range in maybe 15 to 20 minutes.
Wow, okay, that's a game changer.
It's a huge leap from the more common 50 kilowatt or even 150 kilowatt chargers. Plus, these new stations are designed to serve up to 8 vehicles simultaneously, so it shows a real commitment to high-capacity solutions, handling peak times with minimal waiting.
That is impressive. Really pushing the speed and volume. But EVgo isn't just their own charging stations, is it? You mentioned they acquired something called PlugShare. How does that fit in?
That's a great point, and yeah, it's a really critical part of their bigger picture, their holistic approach. PlugShare is another key thing EVgo offers that really extends their usefulness way beyond just their own network.
Okay.
It's basically a set of apps and a website that helps EV drivers find and choose the best charging locations. Not just EVgo chargers, but literally thousands of different charging networks.
Oh, so everything.
Pretty much everything, yeah, in over 200 countries and territories around the world.
So it's like a global map, a living guide for EV charging run by the drivers themselves.
Exactly. And what's really powerful is that community aspect. PlugShare isn't just a static directory. It actually has the largest EV driver community in the world, nearly 10 million active installs on phones and devices.
10 million, wow.
Yeah. So drivers share real-time info, personal reviews, photos, tips about charging spots, everything from, is this charger working right now, to what amenities are nearby.
That's super useful.
It's invaluable. This collaborative system further cuts down range anxiety because it provides transparency. It builds confidence for EV owners everywhere, knowing they have this whole community supporting their journey. It's like collective intelligence solving individual charging problems.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Thinking about the whole life cycle. It's not just about providing the charge, right? It's got to be about making the entire process sustainable, from the energy source to what happens to the charger at the end of its life. What are the complexities there, and how does EVgo handle that?
Yeah, that's a fundamentally important question for real sustainability, isn't it? It's not enough for the car to be electric if the electricity itself isn't clean or if the hardware creates waste.
Right.
So EVgo tackles this directly. First, they match 100% of the electricity used across their entire network with renewable energy credits, or RECs.
RECs. Remind me what those are.
Sure. They're basically certificates that prove 1 megawatt hour of electricity was generated from a renewable source, like wind or solar. By buying RECs equal to all the power their network uses, EVgo ensures that every mile charged at their stations is effectively backed by clean energy. It directly helps promote grid decarbonization.
Got it. And what about the chargers themselves when they get old?
Right, the hardware loop. So when a charger reaches its end of life, EVgo has a strong partnership with a company called Homeboy Recycling.
Homeboy Recycling.
Yeah. They're an R2 certified electronics recycler that's a really high standard for responsible recycling and data security. And they're also a B Corp ROCA, which means they meet tough social and environmental performance standards.
Okay, so they're legit.
Very much so. This partnership ensures that charger parts get reused if possible, valuable materials are recycled properly, and waste is minimized. It stops hazardous stuff ending up in landfills. It's really a comprehensive approach to being green, from the electron all the way to the physical hardware.
So Okay, let's bring it back to the people driving these EVs every day. We've talked tech, networks, sustainability, but what does it actually mean for the individual driver? We actually heard from some EVgo users.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Shante from Los Angeles said she picks EVgo for fast charging because, in her words, it's a no-brainer using the app or Google.
Simple as good.
Right. And Denise from Hawthorne mentioned finding peace of mind, just knowing there are enough charging stations around for her family drives.
That peace of mind is huge, addresses the anxiety directly.
Exactly. And Nestor, also from LA, called EVgo fast charging a game changer that gives him peace of mind for his commute. These stories, I think, really show how EVgo's efforts are genuinely removing that friction, building confidence, and letting people live more sustainably while actually enjoying their EVs.
Absolutely. Those testimonials are so valuable because they show the real-world impact. Through all these efforts, building the big, accessible network, creating user-friendly tools like PlugShare, making sure the power is clean with RECs, responsibly handling old equipment, EVgo is truly enabling EV ownership at scale.
Yeah.
They're making fast charging accessible, reliable, and fundamentally sustainable, one charge at a time. And that consistent effort isn't just good for drivers, it's absolutely critical for the future of sustainable transport and our whole energy transition.
Well said. To learn more about EVgo, you can visit them at www.evgo.com. And if you're interested in finding more brands and innovators dedicated to creating a greener, more sustainable world, visit the Seeing Green website. You can see more trailblazers making big strides in promoting eco-friendly living through innovative products, solutions, and practices. That's online at www.seeinggreen.eco. And definitely follow us across social media. Just look for @SeeingGreenEco.